Hi guys, welcome to the week 3 of Tech at Home series by Developer Student Clubs Loyola. And again, I'm Harvey JM Sison, your DSC lead for the Ateneo de Manila University. And today's workshop will be about classifying images of clouds in the cloud with AutoML. So if you have any questions or you want some shout out, you can type it in our comments below, both in YouTube and in Facebook. So this is also a continuation from last Wednesday's workshop, which was held in Quick Lab. So this series would have been possible without Accenture and RCBC. And right now, I'll be starting with my lecture and with my workshop on how do we using just pure images in classifying clouds like into cirrus clouds, cumulus and cumulonimbus clouds with AutoML Vision. So let me share my screen here. So here's our topic for tonight: classify images of clouds in the cloud with AutoML Vision. We'll be using quickclubs.com, and I'll explain to you what Quick Labs is later on. So these are Google Cloud self-paced labs. Here's an overview. AutoML Vision helps developers with limited ML expertise train high-quality image recognition models. Once you upload images to AutoML UI or the user interface, you can train a model that will be immediately available on Google Cloud Platform for generating prediction by an easy-to-use REST API. In this lab, you will upload images to the cloud storage and use them to train a custom model to recognize different types of clouds such as cumulus, cumulonimbus, and etc. Here's what you will learn: uploading a labeled dataset to Google Cloud Storage and connecting it to AutoML Vision with a CSV label file. Next is training a model with AutoML Vision and evaluating its accuracy. Lastly, is generating predictions on your trained model. So before we start, let me share you a video in YouTube on what is AutoML Vision. Okay, in 3, 2, 1.
We want to make AI technology for image analysis easily accessible for enterprises, so we created Cloud AutoML Vision. Currently, to perform image analysis on Google Cloud Platform, developers can use the Vision API to access a pre-trained model or design and train a custom model with Cloud Machine Learning Engine. Let's say you're a meteorologist and want to train a model to identify different types of clouds, like cumulus, cumulonimbus, or stratus, to predict upcoming weather patterns or flight plans. If you tried this with the Vision API, here are the labels you'd get back. It wasn't trained specifically to identify different types of clouds. What if you want to train a model to classify images specific to your dataset without writing model code? Cloud AutoML Vision lets businesses and developers with limited machine learning expertise train custom vision models for their own use cases. Developers can upload their own labeled or unlabeled dataset, train and manage their models, and use those models directly from the cloud to make predictions. Let's take a look at the AutoML UI. Begin by uploading your images to Cloud AutoML. Then, press the Train button to train a custom model on your image dataset. When training completes, analysis and stats of the model quality are available directly in the AutoML UI. Next, use your model to generate a prediction on new data, either in the UI or with a simple REST API call. This process is easy from start to finish. Simply upload your data, and Cloud AutoML Vision will handle scalably training and serving the high-quality model. You can learn more here.
So Cloud AutoML Vision was built so that people who doesn't have really in-depth knowledge in creating their own prediction models in machine learning can use this API that Google made for them to create their prediction analysis. So let me start by sharing to you a code. So here's the code. Um, Let me type it into the comment bar. Oh, wait. I think I got it wrong. Let me repeat it. There. It should be bit.ly/dsc code 1. Yeah, I hope I'm right. Bit.ly dsc code 1. So that's capital D S C and another C ODE 1. So for this, um, what we'll do is use that code here. Open a new tab, bit.ly dsc code 1. So remember, I open it incognito, and I'll explain to you later why I prefer opening incognito for this. So once you open it, you will have access to OK Google, built interact apps with Google Assistant. For those who weren't able to join our workshop, last Wednesday, it is highly encouraged that you follow the steps first, so that you can have 7 credits to try a hands-on workshop. And after that, once you finish a hands-on workshop, you will have 1 month access to the Google Cloud training program here at Quick Labs. So by doing this, you just sign up, you just join, you click join to sign up for an account. But for me, since I already have an account, I'll just, log in my credentials and there. As you would know, I already have completed the quest. But to those that haven't really completed it, you can, I'll show you how it would look like. Um, so let me unenroll first. This is how it would look like at the first glance. You just enroll in the quest, in the previous quest, which is OK Google. Once you have enrolled in the quest, you check this one, your account, and you will have 7 credits from what I know. Right now, mine is monthly, a monthly subscription because once you finish the lab, which we did last time, which is about Google, building a Google Assistant YouTube entertainment app, I was able, to get a month free quick lab credits where I can learn Google Cloud training. But now, since I was able to access, have this setup, let's now move on to our main hands-on workshop. So search for this, classify images of cloud in the cloud with Vision, AutoML Vision. So let me log in first for here. I don't know why it is not logged in, but yeah, so there. Now, as you would see, you have a number here on the top left. This means you have approximately, excuse me, 2 hours to freely use, the platform and, utilize Google Cloud. So the reason why I use Incognito, because once you start the lab, which you will all do, I suppose, when you want to try this out, especially this is a very interesting way of trying to create prediction models and maybe doing it on your own while in this quarantine. So as you will see the setup requirements, once you click the start lab, it will look like this. You will have a username, you have a password, and a GCP project ID. The username is like your email, your password, syempre, your password, and then the project ID. So what happens in Quick Labs is that once you click Start Lab, the Google Cloud Training provides you with a student access account that has a life duration of 2 hours only. So once that 2 hours is gone, you won't be able to, utilize the Google Cloud platform. So let me give an example. You click Open Google Cloud Console, open the Cloud Console, and you see the login. But maybe we have spectators that doesn't understand Filipino, so let me change it to English. Now, you sign up your email, but for this you won't use your personal account, but your student username. So you just copy it and paste. After that, you will copy the password and paste. And as you go in, as I said, welcome to your new account is compatible with many Google service, but the administrator is Quick Labs. So yeah, so you And what will happen after this is you click confirm, and then after that you'll be brought to the Google Cloud console, platform console. So let's wait it to load. And as I said a while ago, you will have free access, for 2 hours. You can play around with Google Cloud platform for 2 hours, and you can explore without really creating your own, personal account. But to give you, exciting news, Google Cloud platform, when you're trying it out, for the first time, we'll give you $300 credits, which you can utilize for 1 year. Yeah, so it's very interesting, that Google Cloud Platform provides this services just for you. So for this, you just click I agree, and then agree and continue. Now let's scroll down, and it says set up AutoML Vision. Now, AutoML Vision provides an interface for all the steps in training an image classification model and generating predictions on it. Start enabling, in Google Cloud by clicking Cloud AutoML. So how do we do that? So as you would see, this has really, lots of things in the Google Cloud. You can access it. You can have computation, storage, networking, tools, big data, artificial intelligence. But for this purposes, we would see once we go to API and services and library, we have the access if not all, but most of Google technologies. The API library. So there's maps, machine learning, Google, G Suite, YouTube. Last time, this is what we used, YouTube. Now we can also have social advertising and many more. So as said, we should just look for AutoML API. So since, I think this is it, if I'm correct. But if you're, aren't sure, you can just search it, and you can utilize it already there. So there's two ways, to access those needed APIs. And as said, APIs are set, are not enabled at first, because this will may generate, automatic billing on your end. That's why be sure when, activating the API library to, take note what you have activated, and also the pricing of it. So right now, since we'll utilize this, we'll click enable. Okay, now that you have enabled it, we just copy this link and open it in a new tab, and that is console.cloud.google.com/vision/datasets. Okay, let's wait for it to activate. And we have, a comment here in Facebook. Microsoft also has a custom vision, pretty neat too. So I think that's also interesting. This big companies such as Google, and Microsoft offers this APIs for us to utilize well. And what, yeah, because, personally, we may not know how to utilize, this prediction models. That's why these big companies, corporations, you create this software so that we can utilize it well. So I think this is also a good opportunity for us to learn, these kinds of technologies, especially if we gonna need it for a thesis project, or in a personal project, or maybe in a corporate project. Yeah, so thank you for that. Now that I think it has been loaded, we can see our API has been set. We can just check my progress. So once it's checked, we can go to the app, Google Cloud Shell. Google Cloud Shell is a virtual machine that is loaded with development tools. It offers a persistent 5 gig home directory and runs on the Google Cloud. Google Cloud Shell provides command line access to your Google Cloud resources. So to activate the Google Cloud Shell, you have to go to your Google Cloud platform, click this little thing. So let's wait for it. In my net, it's establishing, and it will appear here in the bottom. And as you would see, this is the Cloud Shell, and this Cloud Shell is free for all users. So let's click it. And right now, we have activated the Cloud Shell. But now let's wait for it. Now, so as you would know, this is already the Google Cloud Shell, which is similar to command line in Windows and in terminal in both Ubuntu and Mac. Yeah, so you can utilize that, but the difference is this, that it's in the cloud. So for this, what you will do next is scroll down, and we can move on here already. In Cloud Shell, use the following commands to create environment variables for your project ID. So we're gonna create variables for our project ID, replacing username with the username you log into with the lab. So this is our username. So we just copy this first, and then we paste it in the Cloud Shell. This means we export the project ID that we have, and we make it an environment variable. So we enter it. So, and then after that, we export our Quick Labs username. So with that, but you don't enter it first. You remove the username aspect, and just copy your username here, and then enter. Now that we have set up those variables, we can use a command line to create a project giving access to AutoML. So right now, there's a Google Cloud command which access the projects, which access a permission binding the project ID that you have used, or that you have with the member, the QuickLab username that we have at the moment, with the role of AutoML admin. So you can just simply analyze this for a while, or try it, type it on your own. But for this purposes, I'll just copy it. But I suggest that you what you call this, you really type it step by step. So for this, once it's activated, you have already AutoML access. So for this, what we'll do, what do you call this? We go to the next, and then we access another Google Cloud command, where we're creating a storage bucket. Okay, so let's put it here. As I suggest, it's better that you type it on your own, so that you would understand how this is set up, using the command line. For this purposes, we'll just copy paste. And then what we'll do is navigate to our navigation menu into the storage. So as you will see, when we click this and go to our storage, we will already have a bucket for this, and that's this one. Let's load it, and that's your that's the thing that we have created now. Next, what we do is you check my progress, then you just check it. Now we upload training images. In order to train a model to classify images of cloud, you need to provide labeled training data, so that the model can develop an understanding of the image features associated with different types of clouds. In this example, your model will learn to classify three types of clouds, different types of clouds: cirrus, cumulus, and cumulonimbus. To use AutoML Vision, you need to put your training images in the Google Cloud storage. So how do we do that? We run this, in our, in our um, console. And as you would see, we're gonna export environment variable called bucket. After that, we're gonna utilize the command again of Google Cloud, where there's already a preset training images prepared for us for this for this workshop. So we'll just access this Google Cloud URI with already AutoML code lab clouds for our use. So for this we just use it we just use it again. So there. And so right now we're copying the images in the AutoML cloud, code lab clouds. So as you would know, there's already a classification. There's already a folder for cumulus, the images number, the cumulonimbus, the cirrus clouds. So let's wait for it. Actually, let's refresh to see inside the bucket if there are the images are being imported already. So let's just wait for a while. Um, from my experience, it would take a couple of minutes, but in some instances it's fast like this. So right now, I have pictures of the cirrus clouds in my storage. Actually, I think I can click on this, click this URL, and then check it out. Oh, sorry, it didn't work. Let's copy this. Why did it not work? So let's see if it's a Cirrus Cloud. And there it is. It's loading. Yes, that's a Cirrus Cloud. Yeah, so it's already imported. Now, sorry. Now we create a data set. Now that you are training models in the cloud storage, you need a way for AutoML Vision to access it. So they access it through the CSV file. So one row pertaining to the URL of the training image, and one column rather, or row. Yeah, I think it's a column if you look at it in an Excel format. One column for what do you call this? For the associated label for it. So how do we? There's already a setup for us, but I'll show you later how it would look like specifically so that you can try it on your own or do it manually without using the command line. Oh, I think I removed my command line, so let me open it again. Let me establish my connection with my command line there. And then right now I'm creating, um, edit, let me go back, to this, to my bucket. And when I scroll down, um, I'll put, I'll edit the CSV file afterwards. And then, upload it right now in my bucket. So once I upload it in my bucket, and update the details on it, when I refresh my bucket, and scroll down, there's my CSV. You can download it to check how it would look like, but usually what would happen is the URL for the image is one column, and the associated label is in the other column, and each data is by row. Yes, and that's it. Now we can go to our AutoML Vision tab, which is this one, which I have prepared already. You click New Dataset, and then we just create a dataset siguro as called clouds. And right now, there's different types of objectives, but for this use, we're gonna use a single label classification. Why? Because it's just image, and then the type of cloud, image, type of cloud. So that's why it's single label classification. So create dataset there. Right now, what we'll do is, access this data set. how do we can either upload the image directly, but since we already uploaded in our cloud storage, we just need to access that CSV file. How do we do that? We go to this, and this is our CSV file, right? We just copy this, URI, select CSV, and then just change it here, just paste it, and there nakita niya, and then continue. So for this, it will load. As said in our guide, it would take around 2 to 5 minutes, importing those data from the storage to the AutoML Vision. So yeah, so I think it's importing right now. So while waiting, I prepared a video on this, on how you can import directly, and yeah, here's the video prepared by Google Cloud Platform for you.
In this video, I'll show you some tips and tricks to help you images in the AutoML Vision UI.
Let me repeat
The
it.
cloud images on my computer are organized into folders for each label. Using this approach, I can...
Okay, sorry, nawala yung audio. One more. Take two.
Hi there. In this video, I'll show you some tips and tricks to help you prepare your image data in Cloud AutoML Vision. Although I'll be showing AutoML Vision here, the concepts I'll be showing apply to AutoML natural language as well. For this walkthrough, we'll be building a model to detect the type of cloud in an image, because there's no better place to analyze clouds than the cloud. I've got 5 possible labels, each corresponding with a different type of cloud. There are many ways to add labeled images to your AutoML Vision dataset. In this video, I'll show you how to do the following. First, we'll upload labeled images directly from our computer. Then, we'll review image labels and add additional images in the AutoML Vision UI. The cloud images on my computer are organized into folders for each label. Using this approach, I can create a zip file of these folders, and when I upload the zip to AutoML, it will use the folder names to automatically assign labels to each image. For example, this image of a cirrus cloud will get the cirrus label assigned since it's in that folder. I'll create the zip now. I've already enabled AutoML Vision for this project and created my dataset. So next, let's upload this zip file of labeled images. Note that AutoML Vision has a 30 megabyte file size limit. For larger datasets, you can either create multiple zip files or upload your images to Google Cloud Storage and create a labeled CSV. With all of my labeled images uploaded, it's time to review them in the AutoML Vision UI. Here I can look at all of the images assigned to a specific label to make sure they're labeled correctly. Looking at the cirrus images, it seems like this one is incorrectly labeled. I can click on it and switch it to the correct label, cumulonimbus. Since I created my labeled dataset, some of my friends heard about this project and sent over a few of their own cloud images to be used in training. Let's add them. From the All Images tab, I can select Add Images and then Upload from your computer. Notice that because I uploaded these from the All Images tab, they went into the Unlabeled category. I can click on Unlabeled to go in and add labels to these images. One of my friends is a cloud expert and sent me images specifically of cirrus clouds. I can apply that label to them directly by clicking on cirrus and then adding the images. Now that I've got all of my images uploaded, let's explore what I can do with the image selection tool. I can click the check mark here to select all images on a page, or I can select individual images by clicking on the checkbox on the top page. With images selected, I can move them to the Unlabeled category by clicking on Label and then Unlabel. These images will still be in my dataset and will remain in cloud storage, but because they don't have a label, they won't be used in training. To delete an image from my dataset entirely and from Google Cloud Storage, I can select it and then press delete. There are also some handy label ordering tools on the left. If I click on the menu bar here, I can choose how I want to order my labels. I can order them alphabetically, or if I want to see where I need to add more images, I can sort from fewest to most. Remember that you need at least 10 images per label to train a model in AutoML Vision. To start with all my images uploaded and labeled, I'm ready to train my model.
So I think that's it for now. Click this, and you would see the training site where we can train our model. So wait for the time for the images to import, and then you just check your progress, and this is how it would look like. Okay, so yeah, so sorry for my net. Let's just wait for it. Yeah, I think the reason why it's 2 hours because it would take there's some moments that the training and importing of images would be so long. That's why they maybe created this big time importing those images rather. So while waiting, this is how it would look like. You can see the images, and you can just switch some things na mali yung the images are incorrectly labeled, and you would see the stats, and now you can just click train your model afterwards. So yeah, so that's it. I think it's already loaded. Let's check it. There's our image. Nice. Wait. So let's check our progress. Where's the progress bar? There. Nice. Okay, it's checked. Now that it's checked, we can play around with it. Cirrus clouds, cumulonimbus. Let's scroll down. We can check it out. So these are different types of clouds we have imported from the storage bucket. Yeah, so that's it. So maybe for science, yeah, for the art of science, we're gonna classify this. And as you go to the train part, um, you know, this is the stats. Uh, as I said, ideally each label should have at least 10 images. Fewer images often result in inaccurate precision and recall. You must also have at least 811 images each assigned to your train validation and test. So I think what we'll do next is just put it in default and but change it to nodes 8. So let's continue. After that, just change it to 8. Kung ano lang kaya ng budget natin, for these purposes, maybe yan lang yung kaya natin. So, just train the model. For this part, it took me a lot of time, training the model. Yeah, so I think from here now on, it will be up to you, to to train your model on your own because it would take around 25 to 30 minutes to complete, depending also on your internet. However, I can walk you through after this, like while it's training the model, how it would look like when it ends. Once you finish, training this model, as I would say, it will show you evaluation of your model, the precision and the recall of the model. It will show you the confusion matrix. This table shows how often the model classified each label correctly in blue and confused labels. You can download the entire confusion matrix as a CSV file. All of this provides some common machine learning metrics to evaluate your model accuracy and see where you can improve your training data. Since the focus for this lab was not on accuracy, let's move on to the prediction section. Feel free, to browse the accuracy metrics on your own. So, as said, it will take a long time, for the training to be finished. So let's just look at this, and it will also be in the AutoML UI. So, this is where you evaluate. You see how the accuracy of your data deploy the model that you have created, and it will take another 20 minutes to deploy. Once it's deployed, you can upload an image as said here, or use the um the images you have in the cloud, and it will try to predict if it is 100% cumulonimbus. If it's it will show you, but it's best to try to upload your own images and see if it's how accurate it is in trying to classify the cloud, the three types of cloud. But as you would know, um the workshop is not about accuracy, but trying to introduce to you how to classify image of clouds in the cloud with AutoML. But yeah, so again, thank you for participating in our workshop. Again, this is Tech at Home series brought to you by Developer Student Clubs Loyola, wherein we classify images of cloud in the cloud with AutoML Vision. This wouldn't have been possible without the support of Accenture and RCBC, and also to the core team who has been there always in making these things possible. So this is the end of our workshop for week 3. Next week we'll have a very interesting, workshop on mobile, hosted by one of our Google Cloud experts. So thank you very much, guys. Enjoy your night. God bless.